Hi, have you ever watched a Disney movie and thought to yourself, if only I could be beating up Captain Hook, or Ursula, or those three children from The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Or have you ever been playing a Final Fantasy game and wished that in your summons list you could call upon Genie, Bambi, or Stitch?
And finally, have you ever looked at a sword and frowned at the design, wishing that it looked more like a key?
Well, if so, I've got the perfect game series for you. You already read the title. I really like Kingdom Hearts.
I feel like I need a microphone or something. Now, if you've ever heard of Kingdom Hearts before, you may know it as a funny little game where you play as an anime boy running around Disney World with Donald Duck and Goofy.
But if you've ever played a Kingdom Hearts game, you'll know it gets way, way worse than that.
For example, it's a lot slower than I thought it would be. These people are all different characters.
You've got Riku, the Riku replica, Data Riku, and Ansem.
Meanwhile, these four characters are all the same character.
It's Riku at the start of Kingdom Hearts 1, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, in Kingdom Hearts Days, and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Now, I've been a Kingdom Hearts fan for about 5 years now, playing Kingdom Hearts 3 when it first came out in 2019. I thought it looked cool, so I got it when it came out and was promptly confused because I had not played any of the other games.
But I was still hooked and became obsessed with the game, and then fell in love with the series, and told all my friends who could not care less.
In fact, this whole video is actually just a modified version of a presentation I gave a year and a half ago to a group of very confused college students. But really, who am I? And why am I qualified to be talking about Kingdom Hearts?
Number 1. My Kingdom Hearts phone case, which is actually starting to come apart from use.
Number 2.
Kingdom Hearts shirt.
Kingdom Hearts shirt.
Kingdom Hearts t-shirt.
And number 3, an unhealthy amount of hours logged in various Kingdom Hearts games. I did tell you I have a problem.
But, all being said, I'd love to take you all along the adventure with me. So without further ado, here is my crash course to Kingdom Hearts.
We start with Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PlayStation 2. A very apt title, because it is, in fact, the first Kingdom Hearts game.
It stars 3 best friends, Sora, Riku, and Kairi, who live on an island together. They get separated when their island gets nuked by darkness.
But Sora gets this magical key weapon from, then he meets Donald Duck and Goofy. 3 of them set out to explore Disney World together, stopping darkness and fighting villains along the way.
They do end up saving the world, but in the end the friends get separated once again.
Some of the absurd highlights of this game include when Donald tells Goofy, "Hey Goofy, give him that thing," and then Goofy hands you the ability to roll on the ground.
And also that time when you open a chest and find the ability to jump higher.
Despite all that, this might be my personal favorite Kingdom Hearts game. The story is very simple and easy to follow, and the gameplay is just so smooth. There's something so satisfying about just hitting a 3-hit combo. I love it.
And then after Kingdom Hearts 1 comes, of course, Kingdom Hearts
2.
Yeah, that makes sense, wouldn't it?
Chain of Memories is the second Kingdom Hearts game, released on the Game Boy Advance. Sora and Riku are climbing up this castle they find themselves at, where everything revolves around cards for some reason. Who's got the highest card, and who's got the strongest card?
It leads to a very different gameplay experience, one that can be very exploited if you know what you're doing, but it can also be a good time. There's also a lot of murder in this game. Here we're introduced to our group of villains called Organization 13, named so because there's 13 of them. No, there's 14. And we kill off half its members throughout the course of the game. There's just one part where this guy called Axel shows up, claims to be under the pressure of a constant existential crisis, and then murders his coworker.
Goodbye.
10 out of 10 game. And then we get to Kingdom Hearts 2, the third Kingdom Hearts game on the PlayStation 2. At the start of this game, you play as this kid. This is not Sora. This is Roxas. That second statement was true. The first one,
You walk around his town for 6 hours, and then you get to play as Sora, who forgot everything about the previous game.
You have to save all the worlds again, but this time Organization 13 is getting in the way. Spoiler alert, you win, with another healthy dose of murder here. And everyone lives happily ever after, for a little bit. Also, this happens.
Say, fellas, did somebody mention the door to darkness?
and after Kingdom Hearts 2 comes Kingdom Hearts
3.
358 Days Over 2. Yep, that's the name of the game. Oh, wait, did you think it would be 3? Oh, no. No. You're so far off.
This one's on the DS. I've played half of it. I'll get back to it, I swear. Roxas, that's a stick.
Next up, we got KHBBS on the PSP. That's Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PlayStation Portable.
Is that what it's called? That's a stupid name for a console. Anyway,
This game stars Terra, Aqua, and this kid. This kid is Ventus. He looks a lot like Roxas, but he is certifiably not Roxas.
You see, Birth by Sleep is a prequel, meaning that all the characters from this game have been around since long before the first game. And this character's actually been around for thousands of years before the first game.
I might be the only person finding this video funny.
The highlight of this game is when you get to fight Peter Pan, and you're given the instruction, put Peter Pan in his place.
And then after you win that fight, you get the Peter Pan summon ability, which does this. This is the final boss of the game.
Then there's Kingdom Hearts Coded on the DS. I haven't played it. I'll get to it, I swear.
Okay, but why would I choose to skip 2 important Kingdom Hearts games? Well, actually, I didn't.
I only skipped one. Coded is pretty worthless.
But still, I actually didn't skip either of these games. You see, when they remastered the Kingdom Hearts games on PS4, they just took all the cutscenes from Days Encoded and turned them into a big movie. They took all the gameplay out, so I'm actually still caught up on the story, I've just missed out on the gameplay. Which could be considered the only good part of Coded.
Mickey! It's Riku! They put bugs in him!
What?
And then finally, we get to go to Kingdom Hearts 3D. Kingdom Hearts 3D, as in like DDD, short for Dream Drop Distance, on the 3D.
Sora and Riku get Pokemon in this game, and then they decided the story's not complicated enough. We need time travel. You could reasonably follow everything up to this point, but then everything here just gets so muddled and confusing, and I don't know what the plot of Kingdom Hearts is anymore.
But I do know that in this game, the most powerful attack is to summon balloons at your enemies, all the time.
Now, around this time, they decided to start making mobile games about the Great Keyblade War that took place thousands of years ago, which would all be well and good, except you can't play them anymore. They're gone. See, what they did was they made another Bamboozle on us.
Still available in the App Store, there's a cutscene compilation of one of the games that is out of order. The cutscenes are listed in order of the world they take place in, not in order of, like, the actual story.
So I guess you could try and jump around between the different worlds and piece the story together, except, oh, nope, you can't actually do that either. See, you could have done that when I wrote the script initially, but since then, they've taken this game off the App Store. So you just can't experience this part of the plot anymore. And you can't skip these games either because they are critically important to the upcoming future of the franchise.
But if you are new to the franchise, first of all, why are you still here? But second, there is an excellent voice dub of these games on YouTube that I will probably link somewhere, I guess, I don't know. And the next game was Kingdom Hearts 0. What was it?
Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage. Do not ask me what random number generator started coming up with these titles. I don't know.
This one's about Aqua. She walks around the realm of darkness for 10 years in a game that's actually only a few hours long. Oh, but there's this funny bit where in the original Kingdom Hearts game, Mickey Mouse shows up at the end, but without the shirt that he's seen wearing in later games in the franchise. Now this game, also a prequel, decided they had to retcon that. So they did the most logical thing they could think of. Had the enemies take off Mickey Mouse's shirt.
Oh yeah, speaking of really bad names, when they remastered these games on PS4, they came in 2 separate discs. One of them called Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix, and the next, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. So that's cool.
And then finally we got to Kingdom Hearts 3, baby!
A whole 14 years and I think 8 games after Kingdom Hearts 2. A lot of people consider this one mid, but I liked it quite a lot.
Except for this part in the middle where they make you watch the entirety of Let It Go uncut. Except Sora, Donald, and Goofy are there to watch sometimes. And the highlight of this game is when they have this character, who is an embodiment of pure primordial darkness, get picked up and thrown around by James P. Sullivan, in a moment the community has dubbed Vetus Venetus.
Need you look. Let me go!
Over here, Sully!
Close it, quick!
But still, even with the story qualms a bunch of people have with the game, I'm just a big fan of the gameplay overall.
But Kingdom Hearts 3 is not the most recent game. The most recent was Melody of Memory, a rhythm game on PS4. I don't know why they decided to make a rhythm game, but they did. And it's important to the plot.
And they put Let It Go in this one too.
This one actually goes crazy though. The highlight is this time I got a perfect score on one of the songs, which I did exactly once, and it's very hard to do, and I'm very proud of myself.
So to recap, 13 games on 7 different consoles, time travel, murder, and Mickey freaking Mouse. What's not to love?
I almost ended this there, but when I gave this presentation to my parents a year and a half ago, they asked me to, and I felt really awkward through the entire thing. My dad said,
Well, you claim Kingdom Hearts is really confusing, but it just seems to be the titles of the games that are really confusing.
And I guess it's true, I'm glossing over a bunch of the plot points to talk about funny tidbits, but since I've been called out, let's get nuts.
That's nuts!
Now, the main enemies of the franchise are called Heartless. You know, heartless as in meaning not having a heart. They're disembodied hearts, and they chase after people to try and take their hearts and turn them into heartless. And when somebody's heart is stripped from their body, they create 2 entities, a heartless and nobody. A nobody being the leftover shell of their body. And we're told that nobodies don't exist. But they're right there! I mentioned time travel. Yes, you can send your heart through time. It requires 2 things to do. You can send your heart to a time where there's a vessel there waiting for you to inhabit and someone with memories of you. And how do you do it? How do you send your heart there? Do you need a machine? Is it some kind of magic? Now, with all that in mind, the villain of Kingdom Hearts 3 is this guy, who possesses this guy to make this guy. This guy splits his heart from his body to make this guy and that guy sends himself back in time to recruit that guy to the cause. Now, you've killed all these guys throughout the entirety of the franchise, but now they're coming back forward in time to be the big bad villains in the group and for the big final bad showdown. And a bunch of the other people you've already killed are also coming back, and they're getting possessed by the big boss bad guy so that they can... Wait, what was the possession about? Clearly, when people die, they're not always gone for good. If your Heartless form and Nobody persona are both swing, then you can be recomplete, which is why all the bad guys are so bad.
But also, if you've got a particularly strong attachments to things, if you... I gotta go do some laundry. If you've got particularly strong attachments to things in the world of the living, then you can go to this place called the Final World, which is a place you can come back from sometimes.
which seems quite convenient, because I feel like a lot of people would, like, have strong attachments to the world of the living, and then choose to come back.
And that's why we've got a bunch of characters who have died multiple times and are still around, including our very own protagonist.
So, I hope that cleared everything up for you.
Well, now my only question left is, what comes next? Well, there's a new mobile game coming this year, probably, hopefully. I actually wrote the original script for this in 2023. I made the updated version in 2024, which is when I'm now recording this, but the video's not going to go up until 2025, so hopefully by the time you're seeing this, I will have already been playing it, or have played it, or I'm very sad.
And the first trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 came out in April of 2022.
And now in September of 2024, we know nothing new about it, really. The trailer has this image that has what looks like a robot foot. Maybe a robot foot from Star Wars? Really, we don't know what the future of Kingdom Hearts holds. But we can only hope that it will continue to be as insane as it's always been.
And if you still think that Kingdom Hearts is some funny little game about an anime boy running around Disney worlds, I've got one more message for you.
You're stupid!
Thank you, everybody.
This is a really nice shot. I love the lake in the background, but I hate being outside for this because anytime I see someone, I get so self-conscious. There's a person over there, so I'm gonna pause in my explanation. You start killing them off. I hope you don't hear the construction and general road noises. has an airplane now up there. And that is a truck driver looking weirdly at me.
The cutscenes in this... Who's out there? Come on, don't show my abs.
No. I just chucked this in spider webs. Oh no.